So, it finally happened. Friday, July 11th, the day I was waiting for. I finally got to see Neil Young and the Chrome Hearts at British Summertime in Hyde Park. Now, I'm gonna say from the start, although I've now made a point of talking more about music and my disability. Sadly, my disability is still a thing. I know, just doesn't go away, cheeky fucker. So I'm gonna talk more about my experiences going to British Summertime as a disabled person. Although obviously I'm gonna start by talking about how great Neil was. If you're not interested in that, I'll try to time strap when I finally shut up about Neil and get on to accessibility issues. But anyway, I thought the set Neil played was fucking amazing. It was just full of classics and deep cuts, and the guy was on fire. I mean, the things it was getting old black to do were just amazing, and the guy's nearly 80. He just has so much energy. There were some songs I was expecting, but others I wasn't. He opened with Ambulance Blues acoustic. The band sounded lovely. Then they went straight into a hard as nails cowgirl in the sun, and my god, it was fantastic. Only slight disappointing thing, as has happened quite a few times when I saw Neil. He starts getting that kind of stormy guitar feedback going, but like a hurricane, the organ drops as it does. I'm like ecstatic, cause like a hurricane is my favorite song, but then he has a change of heart and the organ flies back up. We left hurricaneless. On Friday, he instantly went into a hard as nails version of Hey My, which I admit was fucking awesome. So I soon got over my disappointment at having out like a hurricane. Anyway, right, here's my mom. With summertime is the best festival of disabled people. That's not because the site or the staff working on it isn't accessible. In fact, they're brilliant. The problem with the festival is the information they give is fucking useless for disabled people, and you can't contact them without spending an hour in a phone queue. Then you end up talking to some centralized guy who doesn't even know where Hyde Park is. So it's just infuriating. I've already made 2 videos, ranting about things building up to the event. Here's what happened on the day. Despite booking accessible seats, the site did not make it obvious in any way where the accessible entrance was, and just before me and my folks ordered a taxi, we found buried in small print the accessible entrance is on somewhere called Albert Approach Road. But Albert Approach Road does not exist on Google Maps, so I then had to spend hours, minutes, finding a postcode for this made-up road to direct the Uber to. I eventually found out it's outside the Albert Hall. What they didn't say outside the Albert Hall, I have no idea. So anyway, I got in the Uber, we got to this magic place, we got to the accessible entrance. Guess what? It's fucking shut, and not a security guard inside. I admit, because the day was so hot, I only really went to see Neil, so this was about 6:30 when the event opened at about midday. But even then, Neil's the main draw. Surely they have people manning the accessible gate all day, but apparently not. So we then drove the Uber up about 100, 200 feet and found another entrance to the park and said to the Uber, okay, leave us here. We got to the park, and by that time, Cat Stevens was on. I noticed by the distinct lack of Cat Stevens music that we were not even close to the fucking festival. So luckily I saw a security guard, and my companion went up to them, basically said, look, where the hell is the accessible entrance? It's meant to be here, but we're nowhere near the site. The guy said about a shuttle bus, which I did read about, but again, didn't make clear where the shuttle bus comes from. So this guy, as sweet as anything, just a security guard, radios through to the bus and gets them to pick us up, which was fucking lovely. They drove us like, we must have been almost a quarter of a mile, maybe more, to the entrance of the event. Jumped us up, we went in, I put my name in, come wristband, and everything was brilliant. I got shown to the accessible seats, which were still far away from the stage, but they were reasonable, and within the monitors I was happy in the position I was in. There were also people coming round selling drinks. Okay, admittedly they weren't selling the full selection as was at the bar, so the first drink someone went to the bar, got me a nice pale ale, and I admit my second drink I made it with some of my wife's rosé and then Peroni, which I admit I wouldn't usually drink, but this guy was really friendly, and I think he overdid an order, so gave me a free can of Peroni, which I can't complain about, especially considering they were £10 bloody pop. And yes, after Neil was over, everyone vacated rather quickly, but it was quick and rather orderly. Being in the accessible place, I never felt like I was being trampled on. Me, my wife, my mum, and my aunt were just calmly made our way to the toilets, and the security guard showed us again to the minibus who drove us back to the Albert Hall. Then we got an Uber home. So again, the guys who were working on the day, couldn't fault them. They were fucking amazing with AXS tickets and whoever mans the accessible phone line. You guys have a lot to learn. You're just appallingly shambolic. You don't say where the access is. You don't even know if you have tickets available. Look at the first video. I rang up to be told there's no tickets available, only to be told 5 minutes later there actually are. Bear in mind this was a minute after sales opened on pre-sale day, so I know Neil's awesome, but no way could they have all sold out by then. It's just when you have a central booking system and most of the people you club probably don't know what British summertime is until they tap it into the computer and find out they are selling tickets for it. It makes it so hard, especially when you're disabled and you then have to inquire about accessibility issues, which are paramount for you being able to enjoy the festival, and what the people on the phone simply don't know or give you wrong information. This just isn't good enough. It gives us so much anxiety before even attending the festival. This really needs to get better. I shouldn't have to rely on some random security guard in the park who may not have had anything to do with the festival to tell me where the accessible bus to the festival is. That's just terrible. Get a grip, guys. Access tickets. You suck. But Neil was awesome, so also, due to all the effort it took to get there, I wasn't able to get over to the merch tent, and every other time I see Neil, I've got the t-shirt, and if you look at this t-shirt, it says Neil and the promise of the wheel. Yeah, was gonna wear it on the day, but it's black, and in that heat, no way. So, this is my latest t-shirt, so I'm mixing a Neil the Chrome Hearts European Tour 25 t-shirt. So if anyone knows anyone who can send me one in medium, that'll make me the happiest Neil fan alive. Okay, not as happy as getting to meet the man, but almost as happy. Okay, that was a long, loose wobble. If you've got this far, please whack that like button, check you're subscribed, leave me a comment. If you really like this video, share it with your friends. All that stuff really helps me. Thank you. Goodbye.